Hey, what's up? Today's topic, racism. We've all seen it. We've all witnessed it. For me, I've mostly seen it on Instagram Reels, and in the comments they call it a racism app, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of funny though. In this video, we'll explore how racial representation on social media, movies, and TV actively influence online discussions, opinions, and societal views about race. Now listen, I know it's first period, I know everyone wants to go home, I'm probably 20 minutes late to class already, so yeah, stick with me. Now, let's get some basic knowledge down. What is social media? No, I'm just kidding. I don't think I have to explain social media to you. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Since you guys already know what social media is, I'll explain to you why it's useful. Social media platforms allow for discussions to take place, but the difference in medium allows for better understanding or in-depth analysis on the topic. YouTube, for example, allows for in-depth analysis because of the video format, giving creators the freedom to explore different ways to show evidence and explain their opinions, like I'm doing right now. Hearing and seeing the person also builds a human connection between the viewer and the creator. Seeing the person behind the opinion allows for the viewer to be more inclined to listen to the creator's point of view. This is probably why sites like Twitter and Reddit always have a lot of arguments happening on them, is because they don't really use video to create arguments. It's more text-based, right? Also, Reddit is just, people on Reddit are just the worst.
But you already knew all of this. I just have to explain this to you beforehand because this is a video for a class. Why would you make me do this? I just want to be inside sleeping right now. Why would you do
Social media is often a battleground where racial stereotypes are both reinforced and challenged at the same time. Because of how much freedom the internet allows its users, important discussions about race are able to occur, but it could also amplify harmful bias from its users on the same platform. A positive thing social media does is how it gives a voice to all of its users. It gives people who want to speak out about problems a place to advocate. An example of this is from the article, "As Digital Activists, Teens of Color Turn to Social Media to Fight for a More Just World" by Dominic Sky McDaniel. McDaniel describes an interview with a 14-year-old girl who was inspired by the protests that followed the police killing of George Floyd to write a script for a movie called You Change. A way that social media amplifies harmful bias from its users is by how social media platforms are built. Many social media platforms are built to keep users on the platform as long as possible. To developers, companies, and even some creators, time is money, and they will try their best to keep you spending your time on their platform the longest. A major way that they do this is by using algorithms that will keep promoting content that generates a strong reaction out of the viewer, whether it's positive or negative, or engagement like the viewer liking, commenting, or sharing the video. As an example, say you view a couple of YouTube videos about how DEI is ruining the gaming industry. YouTube will take those into account and recommend more videos of a similar topic. It doesn't matter to YouTube if the video is harmful or not. The algorithm will continue to give the person watching similar videos because it believes that's the kind of content that will keep the person on YouTube for longer. Now, this kind of algorithm might be good for, say, recommending like videos that they really like. If someone likes cooking videos, then they'll keep getting cooking videos. But these kinds of personalized feeds could keep users within echo chambers, reinforcing their own biases because all they engage in is content that agrees with them. It's also pretty bad because people are more likely to believe information that agrees with their own biases. So yeah, confirmation bias. This kind of confirmation bias is not that good because once both sides are so dead set on the way they think, it becomes harder for productive discussions to happen.
However, don't get it twisted, productive discussions still do happen. An example of this is the video, "What Are We Doing to White People?" by Charlie Cheon. This video addresses an often overlooked prejudice against white people. Oh my god, I'm getting down.
He brings up many different points, like how in the pursuit of inclusivity, we've demonized and marginalized white people. Our original goal of treating others how we want to be treated has now been changed to an eye for an eye. Your people have treated me horribly back then, so we'll treat you like now. He encourages people to reevaluate their treatment of white people and all other racial groups, reflect on their own biases, and the broader implications of anti-racist initiatives. Giving such a different perspective while remaining calm throughout the whole video allows people to take in what Cheon is saying, rather than sparking more outrage by being overly accusatory like how many other people present themselves on YouTube. However, Charlie Cheon's video about racism is an outlier. Discussions about race don't just happen out of the blue. Most of the time it's sparked by current events, controversies, or topics people are passionate about. A big catalyst for discussions about race is entertainment that we consume, like TVs and movies. A recent example of a discussion is about the new Fantastic Four movie that is set to release this year, depending on when you see this, 2025. A video came up in my feed after the trailer for Fantastic Four First Steps released. The title of the video was Fantastic Four First Steps is Total Garbage by the channel Ranting for Vengeance. Keep in mind, this movie has not released yet. Let me show you the main points of his 8-minute video.
So, the first major offense with this movie is the gender-swapped Silver Surfer. If we jump over here, we see that Fantastic Four casts Ozark star Julia Garner as Silver Surfer. So let's just get a quick summary. So, the Jewish character is played by the Jewish guy because we're being so accurate, but the normal white guy, Reed Richards, we can't get just any old normal white actor. We have to bring in Pedro Pascal, where everything he touches turns to woke. It's like his job to come in and take a normal white character and just turn him Mexican. Who'll know the difference? A lot of people will, because you're nowhere near Reed Richards. And the funny part is, even if you take away all the political stuff, the film just doesn't look good. Now, to the comic accuracy, people are losing their mind going, oh, they gave Ben Grimm a trench coat. Oh, they have the original blue suits. Well, in that department, you're entirely incorrect.
Now, this is one of the negative things about social media. Now, I'm all for people giving their opinions on the media we consume. That's how we create change. But there's a difference between constructive criticism and just like bashing something. You know what I mean? Social media amplifying people's voices is usually a good thing. However, because it doesn't distinguish between positive and negatives, videos like this are able to make rounds through the platform. I mean, clearly this guy's platform is not being used for good. Like, I looked through all of his videos, like, look right here, it's literally all hate. It doesn't make sense to me. The good thing about social media is also that people are able to respond to other people's videos or opinions or posts, and many people definitely responded to this video. 4 days after the video from Ranting for Vengeance was posted, a video by Ashbourne was posted in response. Ashbourne goes through the video point by point, showing evidence and explaining why each criticism was wrong or just blatantly racist. A lot of the time, videos like Ranting for Vengeance's video would stay in these kinds of echo chambers that the platforms create. But other creators like Ashbourne can bring to light videos that they believe are problematic, giving traction to larger discussions between commenters and other creators within the space. People are free to choose whose opinions they agree with and are able to voice their ideas and opinions they form when viewing the content. Race and pop culture are deeply intertwined, and the media we consume, whether social media, film, or TV, actively shapes and reinforces our perceptions of race. Social media provides a space for open discussion, but also amplifies biases and fuels echo chambers, making conversations about race both necessary and challenging. Ultimately, the internet has made discourse on race more accessible than ever. But whether these discussions lead to meaningful change or deepen division depends on how we choose to engage with and respond to the media around us.
Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, yeah, stick with me. It's gonna be